You believe this guy?
Mom, tell Dad I'm not coming home. Mom.
How long have you been waiting in line?
Mom? Mom?
Since 25 minutes now. He's been talking to his mom.
Mom, can you hear me, Mom? Mom.
God. Hey, you gotta change for 10. Hey guys, Pete over here. So I feel like every week you guys are sending me some kind of a toy or something exciting. What do you think this is, Ryan? Last week,
I don't know, I didn't pay attention.
last video we had Funko Pop showed up, right? Two cool cats. Joe in PA. Two cool cats. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Me in the background there. Honey laying on a counter upside down in a frame. That's so cool. It says meow meow. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate that. And we'll go on a display case. Awesome gift. All right, let's get into today's video. Makeup. Now, what did you? I mean, did you like bought it originally somewhere at the? No, because that was later, right? Because it's a printout of a newspaper that they slapped it on a T-shirt.
Correct.
From Chicago.
And I got it as a
Tribune.
gift, and I have never had a place to hang it. So that's
Believe it, White Sox bring World Series title back to Chicago with history sweep. Wow. 2005, I can believe it's almost 20 years now. Crazy. I mean, it's cool, I just don't know what I honestly can put on this. I mean, what do you think this is worth? I mean, you know, you get plenty of White Sox fans out there, maybe not as many as Cubbies.
right.
For some reason, I think Cub fans are a little bit more crazy when it comes to sports memorabilia.
Yeah, there's more of them. Definitely.
You know?
Who knows?
What are you thinking? What do you want to get out of
I
this?
don't know. You've always been fair. You should be something. I don't.
I don't know. Ruby says don't buy it.
Come on, Ruby.
Seems like it really doesn't fit correctly in this. You know, this is cut off a little bit. I don't know, 25 bucks.
Let's do it.
Want to do it?
You've always been
Okay.
fair to me, so.
So I want to show you guys this thing. I just cleaned it up. It's actually been sitting in a bag for quite a few years. When this came in, I'm like, this is so cool, I'm gonna bring it to my man cave. This is a tape deck, see-through cassette tape deck with the radio built in it. It has a neon in it that glows. This very cool ambient blue light behind it. What's cool, look at the little tiny transformer that it has to actually power this neon. Usually these are pretty big transformers. Actually it's fully functional.
Are you distressed? Are you unhappy? You see, as long as it's an emotional response.
Emotional response. What is this? Action or reaction, your choice. But anyway, the radio on this kind of lights up and you have a nice white LED here, and then you got red LEDs to tell you what channel are you on. But man, nothing comes in on this radio. I can't get anything. And when it originally came in, I was like immediately, this is a prison radio, right? Because I had quite a few TVs. There are see-through TVs. So prisoners can't hide anything, and they would have like a serial number on top of them. But this one doesn't have a serial number, plus it has this neon, so I don't think they would make anything fancy like this for a prison. But still very, very cool piece. Lately, I am very obsessed with neons. and we can get into that a little bit later in the video. I will explain in detail what my plans are with doing some neons here in the shop. Old rusted piece of steel here that I'm gonna use it as like a backboard to display antique porcelain sign that I'll show you guys in a second after he makes the cut. And I got also, the sign is from 1947. It's a mobile sign that I bought it recently, and I want to start doing this little bit different thing with a lot of different signs that actually, instead of just having a sign on a wall, I want to create like an art form of that sign. So that sign is going to be kind of elevated on this. It's going to give the 3D effect. I also bought 2 license plates with the date 1947, so they complement nicely, you know, the actual sign. Let me bring the sign so I can show you guys what I mean. So this is the sign, and it's got that cool design, and it's gonna go right here, that center, and it's gonna be elevated up about 1 inch on these little grommets that are gonna go in between. Same thing is gonna happen with those 2 license plates. The license plates that are coming in, they're matching set, and one is gonna go on top, one is gonna go on the bottom. And then I'm gonna have these placements done correctly every few inches, and the neon is gonna go around it. I'm gonna take this to my buddy who has a shop that makes neons, you know, like a 3rd generation shop that make neon, and they're gonna custom make a neon for this, so it will make this pop. I haven't decided if we're gonna put the neon underneath in between, so it's just gonna be like a backlit thing, or we're gonna run the neon all the way around. So, but yeah, this is too long, so that's why Jake is here. He's gonna help me cut this. I don't have anything in the shop to cut this, so hopefully. And it doesn't have to be like super straight.
Yeah.
Long as it's, you know, long as it's not like this, you know. But that's the idea. In a second I'll show you guys that sign, the metal piece that we just cut, and how it's gonna look with a couple license plates. These are not the ones that I'm gonna install, but I'll just give you an idea. But for example, see that neon sign? This is a sign that we had in our old store in Chicago, that dollar sign would open on it. I am kinda in love with old school looking neon. Not the new LED stuff. Yes, Ruby, we heard you. I want to do a lot of stuff in here and transition from all these kind of antique pieces here that I have throughout here. Concentrate a lot on advertisement and making my own art from vintage signs and putting a new spin on it. Gosh, like you can see in the distance, these are regular neons hanging up there, and they're cool. They're beer related, and those are cool, and they always sell it, and they do well. And this freaking bird won't let us talk today. Come on, Rube. So for example, what I mean, I have this very cool clock. It was a punching clock for your time in a factory when you walked in or walked out or went to lunch, you know, punching cards. But it looks kind of boring the way it sits. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this clock to my buddy that has a shop in the city, and we're gonna install like some color, maybe light blue neon inside behind this glass to make it pop. I want to do things like that, that this neon will dress up certain signs, and it's gonna make them look pop and look different. Try to innovate a little bit and make things look presentable. Like a sign like this, right? Railroad crossing sign that I bought recently looks cool, but it will look much cooler if I put this in some kind of cool display case, maybe backlit or front lid that you really don't see the neon, but it's flashing against these reflectors and this will pop. I want to create things like that, that this is art already, but I want to make it really artsy. So like for example, let's go in the back and I'll show you what this sign that I'm trying to do with that mobile, what it's gonna look like. So he nicely cut this for me, and man, that edge is not even sharp anymore. He really did a good job. So like for example, this is gonna be installed up about an inch away from the actual metal backing sign, and then I'll have not these, because I originally ordered online original 1947 signs. This sign is from 1947, it's dated. So I got these cool license plates front and back that have big letters on them, 1947, to complement this sign. They also gonna be installed up here. And now I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna just kind of backlit with a neon from the back, or do we gonna do a neon all the way around, maybe nice red color so that makes it pop. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to create, that it's more presentable than just a sign sitting on a wall, on a flat wall. I think this, for example, I already did a piece. You just wait here. I already did a piece. This is a sign. This is a Walgreens sign that I bought on a pick a few days ago, and it was just a cardboard by itself. I installed it on this wooden piece, which is also already old advertisement that you can't see on the back here, but I flipped it around. I found this vintage copper kind of grommets, and this is elevated in the air. I'm gonna take this to my buddy's place too, and he's gonna put very nice couple thin neons, one on top, one on the bottom, like a yellow ones, that would really brighten this sign up. This is kind of stuff I want to create, and I think it's gonna look different. It's gonna be more artsy, and it's gonna bring a new clientele. So this is my new kind of innovation for the shop. I want to turn the whole back room eventually into all vintage cool signs, like that lamp that I have up front. Let's go up front, I'll show you guys. It's called Steampunk art. I'm gonna be creating things like that as well. So let's take a look at that lamp. I know you guys love that lamp. So many people wanted to buy it. That's what actually gave me that inspiration. You've seen me film by this lamp or next to it all the time, right? This is one of those pieces that many of you reach out all the time and you ask me, Pete, is it for sale? Is it for sale? I want to create stuff like this. There's actually a couple local artists that I'm gonna reach out, and they're gonna start making things like that. This particular piece will never be for sale, because this was a friend of mine who used to sell and make these on a flea market. We knew each other for a very long time, and it was gifted to me. So I'm super attached to this, and this is not gonna be for sale. But that's kind of stuff I'm talking about. Different machinery from 100 years ago that it just looks old and rusty. The way you just need to dress it up, put different things on it to make it look cool, just like that. So that's my idea behind it. So another example, so for you've seen these, I bought these off the gentleman a couple videos back, old axes, one big one, one small one, beautifully polished, and they really pop now. But by themselves, they really don't represent a whole lot. But if I build some kind of cool display and I show this off with couple Fireman helmets mounted on a wall, somehow with this underneath crossing and some kind of display with neon, boy, I think somebody who is a retired fireman or in some, a chief's office of some kind of fire department, somebody would love to have a setup like that. So I'm brainstorming a little bit about different displays, and not necessarily just signs, but a little bit of all different kinds of cool things that you present it just different way. Right, Ryan? He's like, what?
I wasn't listening.
Hey guys, it's Otto here. Can I get a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm? It will really help us out.
I wasn't sure where you might want to unload it.
Right up by that door right there.
Okay.
If you want to back in,
Okay,
but
close
let's.
enough.
In a way, I'm pretty excited because when you said it, that it was
from this area, from the hotel.
And
There was what was the name of the hotel?
Pingry.
Pingry.
And there's he locked it. The guy that I got it from locked the information in the coin box that has the information that was in the phone booth about the Pingry Hotel.
Okay.
To show that's
what
how
year? It's been a while since
it
they
closed in
demoed it.
1990, and
Yeah.
he had it. He bought it 30 years ago, which is
Okay, that
approximately
makes
when
sense
they tore
then.
it down.
That makes sense,
Yeah.
because
So
it's been torn down for a while. I mean, that
Yeah.
hotel was here for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know, look at that, Poppy.
You want to pull on it, and we'll get it part way out. We can take a look at it. We can still drive it.
Man, I'm surprised it fit in here. You know.
Yeah, it fits. It's just, when you plug it in, everything comes on and works, but the door isn't turning it off when you open it. So I'm sure there's a catch up there somewhere that just needs to be
something
activated.
Sticky. Yeah.
But other than that, everything has got a little bit of old advertising on it. And I'm not sure if the phone number would be, if that could be looked up or not, if it would relate to the hotel or not, or if it was just to the phone booth.
Yeah, who knows. All right, cool. So go ahead and back in there. We'll unload there, stand it up, and yeah, I think that's good. We'll slide it out as far as we can.
It's got to come quite a ways to
clear this later on.
If you're going to bring it up.
Or
do you have another one of those?
Yeah, I think so. I can look for it.
Because we could just get it in and put it on two of those, and you can move it around in here. But otherwise, it's got to come in quite a ways to stand it up to get past this. Still, we can still go in a little bit, I think. But it is a chore to get it upright.
Right.
It's a lot of weight.
So
you want to go on that, and then the two of us could be over here,
and then we can just roll it.
Just kind of try and steer it in.
Yep.
No matter where you put it.
So let's do this. Let's lift it on this. I'll get the card out.
All right.
All right. Let's set it down. Watch your feet.
Yeah. There we go.
Then I think we'll pick it up from this side.
I think you should get one other person.
Okay.
Two on each side and one back here to help push it out.
Okay. I'll get one of my guys.
Okay.
I'll get my guys.
There we go. All right. You want to rotate it?
Look at that.
Wow, that thing is awesome.
So it takes nickels, dimes, and quarters. Look at the original advertisement in there. That's so cool.
You got an extension?
What year is that from?
It's got to be.
You can plug it right behind you, right there. Look at that.
And I got the fan turned off. And there is. She noticed there's a switch up here.
Man, there was not a whole lot of room in here, you know.
See,
They're a lot
I
skinnier
think you
back
put
in
a
the day.
chain on it. See, right now it's on.
Hello?
That's why you need the fan. Turn your fan on.
Oh, it's got a little fan in there?
Yeah, it's gonna say we'll get hot.
The fan still runs.
Yeah. Now there's
awesome.
there's an arm up here.
Oh, I see.
So you connect it to the door. They may have taken it off on purpose, but you would connect it. I think there's a chain. You just connect it this to that or something
So it
in that.
pulls it or
something like
something.
that. And
Okay.
when you open the door, it forces it over. And then when the door closes, it comes on.
Okay.
And then
Got the original key. And it's got the business card from Pingry Hotel. That's amazing. Crystal Lake, Illinois.
yeah. Like I
Corner of Grant and Woodstock.
said, and it's written on the back. They wrote
4390288 with no area code. So that's so awesome.
Yeah.
And the historical.
So the telephone, see, there's a different number here for the
So the hotel.
this is the hotel number on a business card, but this is the boot number, I think. 4459550.
Huh.
Larry, this is so freaking cool.
Good. I got one more thing that goes with it.
I would love to like pinpoint actually the year on this. You know? I would like to like pinpoint more accurately the date of the boot itself, because
Okay.
looking by this telephone,
Well,
I'm
there's
thinking that
information.
that's
There's
50s.
information stamped on the back of the
There
boot
is?
of who
Okay.
made it.
All right, I'll look
Yeah,
into it deeper.
Yeah, and then this was found in the booth, and it probably should go with it.
No way. A Superman suit.
Yeah, isn't that where he always changed? Superman always went into a phone booth and changed.
And
Yeah, I mean, we would have
yeah, I mean, I
we
know
would have thought about trying it, but you saw how hard it is to move it.
I truly appreciate it, Larry, because I know you have your own shop, right, in Downers Grove, and you could easily put this in your shop, but
Not easily.
well, yeah, it's a
yeah.
heavy thing for sure,
Yeah.
but it does belong in here. This
Yeah.
is gonna be a conversation piece for sure here.
And
I'll put it up and I'll put some crazy number on it too, so it stays here for a little bit.
Yeah.
And if I get a bite eventually,
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, so cool.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the historical society will want it.
Yeah, this is
Because they do have a page in there about the hotel.
What's your name of your shop called?
Resale Connections.
Resale Connections,
yeah, we're on
right?
Ogden Avenue in Downers Grove.
Guys, if you ever in Downers Grove, Illinois, stop by and say hello, Larry. Larry, this is so awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm glad it's coming back to work.
Yeah.
It's spent its entire life here.
Yeah.
So, and somebody took real good care of it too.
No, it's still in great shape
Yeah.
for being, you know,
Yeah.
what it is. So
Yeah.
fantastic. All right, awesome. So guys, I'm actually super excited that I bought this boot from Larry. And actually inside there was this original card from Pingry Hotel, which is kind of surprising that this little card survived. Now I got a little cheat sheet. I want to talk about this hotel because it was a big part of history here in Crystal Lake. This hotel was around here for 100 years. So Mr. Charles Pingry moved in to the McHenry area, which is the county here, back in 1838 as a young man, as a 20-year-old. And then in 1867 opened up his first hotel, but not here in Crystal Lake, just down the street, another town called Algonquin, which is right on Fox River. Pretty cute town that it's been around also for a couple hundred years. So he opened up his first hotel there in 1967 and ran that hotel for 22 years. Got lots of experience running that operation, and then he decided to purchase a double lot in Crystal Lake that had a house on one lot. That's the original part of the hotel. And later on, his kids took over the property and they expanded the hotel in 1947 and made it 3 times bigger. And it stood here in Crystal Lake till 1990 when it was finally demolished. And the gentleman who purchased this back in 1990, right before the hotel got demolished, hold on to it for over 30 years. And Larry, that you saw earlier in the video, was able to purchase it from him. And Larry was kind enough that he figured, listen, Pete has a shop in Crystal Lake. This belongs here in Crystal Lake. So now it's in my shop. Super exciting. Definitely conversation piece. If you guys ever stop in a shop, come on in, sit down inside. This thing is so amazing. Take a photo. Love stuff like that. So Larry, I want to say thank you so much for bringing this back to Crystal Lake.
Oh, the furry knicker shirt. Cabinets.
Jackets, huh? This is a heavy jacket. And this is, who makes this? Looks like Carhartt jacket, but safety? Never heard of it really. I think the jackets, unfortunately, I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
Kind of coming to the end of the season now with this, but I mean it's cool, but it's a newer T-shirt. What do you want for it?
How much you would give me?
$5.
$5?
That's it. If it was an older vintage, you know, T-shirt from 80s or even 90s, definitely a little bit more. This is double stitch. This is newer repop, you know. So
Okay, I'll take 5.
that's all I can do, my friend.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, it's only 1 year old. 2022, so it's a repop, but still Freddy, you know, so some people will do Queen, people like that.
Yep.
Alright, $5, and these unfortunately are acceptable. You okay?
Okay, I can't trade anything. I can't trade for
I
it.
don't want them, I don't think so. It's just, yeah, sorry my friend, I
Okay,
just
okay,
didn't know on the
okay.
jackets.
Okay. Okay. I know it's coming to the end of the season. I know.
There you go,
That's why I called to make sure. So.
you got it.
Yep. Yeah, thank you.
Take care, man.
Yep.
Postcard time. 561, 562, 563, 564, 565, 566, 567, 568, 569, and 570. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.